bottom turn, turn 1 and 2. And we have Medley on the back straight, coming out of the chute and onto the main back straight. He went really well at Raymond Terrace last weekend. And Oplay in second, and the Mono in third place as they go around the turn 3 and 4 onto the main straight. And back down on the main straight goes Medley. Oplay in second place and Mono in third place as they go down to turn 1 and 2 and onto the back straight. Here at the Clarence River, we got better race conditions today on Sunday. Unfortunately, we didn't go racing yesterday at all because of the wind that was here on the Clarence River. So that was a bit unfortunate for the racing yesterday, but I'm glad we got some racing going ahead today here on the Clarence River. The bottom turn goes Bentley and onto the back straight with Oplay in second place and the Mono in third as Melody goes up the back straight. Up to turn 3 and 4 and brings it around the turn 2, turn 3 turn boy and back onto the main straight and comes down and takes the checker flag at race control. Melody in third place. Oplay in second place. And in third place goes to the Mono driver. I don't know what that race was, but I'll have to get that off the live stream as well. So, okay, we've got Lindsay in the brand new rebuilt White Noise here on the Clarence River. Sunday the 29th of October 2023. Grant Healy, the owner of the boat, has rebuilt this beautiful GP since June last year and only just finished it about 3 weeks ago. So brand new engine, brand new S16 fighter cockpit, and yeah, let's see how this thing goes. Beautiful conditions here on the Clarence River, here at Corrigan Park. There we go, Melody. with it. Far out. Far out. What is going on with it? What is going on with it? What is going on with this thing? Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. What is going on with it? On the course. We're at Corrigan Park. As the Unlimiteds are on the course, circulating up the top of turn 3 and 4. Day 2 of the Jacaranda Classic here at Corrigan Park, and the second event for the Northern Rivers Aquatic Powerboat Club. Andy Bowen in commentary for your second day of racing here on the Clarence River. As the white noise ski boat, the Powerboat comes out of turn the top turn where they warm their engines up and circulate and bring them down onto the course.
Okay, 25 and 550s on the water up with you. Have your boats ready to go in the water. 25 and 550s. Have your to go in the water for Fury and 7 cases out of it.
Juniors are on the course and the flag is down. They are racing.
Okay, 25, 550s on after the first. Boats are ready to go. With the boats in the water, we're ready to go. 25 and 550s, you're ready to go. Okay, 25 in the boat and on the water, ready to go. 25 in the boat on the water, ready to go. Stay upright, please. off the tunnel back with your 105 class. So with 105 class going up the tunnels.
White flag is up on the ski boat. Jet ski. Flag is down and they are racing 25 horsepower race. They all go down to the bottom turn, turn 1 and 2.
The ramp now, please.
And onto the back straight.
Alright, move out forward. Extreme Marine 1, wet rocking 2.
Sarah in third and in third.
Play in fourth. You're focusing 1 for fourth, Melbourne in 2, and 4 play in 3. So send you the outboard for water. Please put your boats in the water. Thank you.
So they come back down on the main straight. Up to the top turn, 3 and 4, around they come, back onto the main straight. Yellow flag flying at race control. Final lap for the 25 horsepower as they go back up the back straight. Sarah in third place. Comes down around the top turn, onto the main straight. And comes down and takes the checker flag. And takes the checker flag for the 25 horsepower. Sarah takes third place in the 25 horsepower race. Craig Truslove in his boat, the blue and yellow unlimited outboard, all the way from Runaway Bay in Queensland on the course. White flag is up. As they come out of the top turn and onto the course. White flag is down and they're racing. Craig got an absolute blinder of a start as he goes down the main straight and takes it down to turn 1 and 2, around turn 1, round turn 2, round turn 3, onto the back straight, and Craig Truslove is on the back straight in his blue and yellow boat and flying up the back straight. And as Craig goes into turn 3 and 4 and brings it back down onto the main straight. As Craig takes it down the bottom turn and then onto the back straight. Green flag still flying at race control. Craig brings it around the top turn and then onto the back straight, on the main straight. Yellow flag flying at race control. Last lap for Craig Truslove in his Flumia Power outboard and brings it back onto the back straight for the final lap. And takes it back up to the top turn. Turn 1, boy 2, boy 3, and back onto the main straight. Craig Truslove in his unlimited outboard brings it back down the main straight and takes the checker flag at race control. Black flag beads return back to the pits. Okay, we have the 105s coming out of the top end of the course. Deck flag is down and we are racing. Turn 1 and 2 onto the back straight. Up into turn 3 and 4. Goes around 1, goes around 2, goes around 3 in turn 3 and 4. Back onto the main straight. Melody is in first place. And the Mono in second place. Melody takes it down to the bottom turn 1 and 2, and takes it around turn 1, turn 3, turn boy, and back onto the main straight. Back up to turn 3 and 4, the top end of the Clarence River course here at Aquaic Park, held in Grafton, on this beautiful sunny day, this Sunday the 29th of October. He brings it back down on the main straight, and yellow flag is flying at front race control, takes it back down the main straight into turn 1 and 2, and brings it back onto the on the back straight. Melody 105 class up the back straight. As Melody brings it back around the top turn 3 and 4 and brings it back down on the main straight, and the checkers are out at race control, and he takes the checker flag. Black flag at race control. Return to the pits, drivers. Return to the pits. That's the end of the race, and Melody wins that race in the 105s. With second place goes to the mono boat. I will get the name of that driver very, very shortly.
Will be unlimited for both Fury, Melody, and White Noise.
So the next race is the unlimited class.
So unlimited.
Okay, we have the 85 mile an hour class on the water as they are up the top turn, circulating up the top turn of 3 and 4. Absolute beautiful conditions here on the Clarence River at Aquaic Park for the 2023 Jacaranda Classic and the second event for the Northern Rivers Aquatic Powerboat Club. As they come out of the top turn, 85 mile an hour class. As they come out of the top turn, and they turn their boats around, straighten it up, flag is down, and they're racing the 85 mile an hour class all the way. And as they all go down the bottom turn 1 and 2, the bottom end of the Clarence River, and as they all come out of the turn 1 and 2 and onto the back straight. Oh, here comes Hustle. He's just taken over him. And here comes the mono. Where did that come from? As they all go up the top turn at 3 and 4. And into the turn. And turns their bikes onto on the main straight. They all come back down the main straight. and back onto the main straight. One and two, and back onto the back straight, on the gas, as they all go back up to the back straight. As they go back up onto the turn 3 and 4, and brings it down onto the main straight. Hassel and has taken over and side by side, and what a race. Takes the quick flag and let it ride. Takes third place and takes fourth place. That was the 85 on our class.
Melody and Kerry. We have Melody.
Okay, we have the juniors on the water. Robert, the jet ski driver, is going to bring them out of the top end of the course. They will straighten their boats up and bring them down onto the main straight. Flag is down and they are racing. As they all come back up the main back straight, and the juniors, these are the future drivers of the future, and in a few years' time we'll see these kids up in the bigger class, or classes from 25 horsepower up to 6 litres, or maybe even if they go to blown alcohol displacement boats. It depends what they want to do, but that won't be for a long time, a few years away. It depends what ages these kids are, but these are the drivers of the future. So yeah, you've got to give these kids credit, because they're just going out there and having a great time. But motorsport is very, very expensive, and checker flag is out for the juniors here on the Clarence River at Corrigan Park. as he comes back up the main straight, up the back straight. So as he comes back around, and checker flag is out, and black flag is out for these two drivers, the juniors, as they have to return to the pits. Okay, we have the
Meldy's trailer in the water, please. Meldy's trailer in the water, please.
blown alcohol displacement boat. Hayden Chesser in fury up the top end of the course, just circulating, running the boat in. He'll be in the blown alcohol displacement championships down at Windsor, June 18 and 19. Held in Windsor on the Hawkesbury River, January next year. That should be a cracker of a weekend. That is the Aussies versus the Americans. Blown alcohol displacement powerboat challenge, round number 1. Held on the Hawkesbury River in Windsor. And that should be a damn good race, that will be. White flag is up on the White Noise ski boat. Looks like that Hayden Chesser is having a solo run on his own, because I think Damien did something to his boat. It went pop and went bang and then stopped. So as Hayden Chesser comes down out of the top turn 3 and 4. Set to go racing. White flag is down and they're racing. And he's racing as he goes down the main straight. And Adolf takes it down the bottom turn. Bridget, turn 1 and 2. And takes it around the second turn. And around the third turn. And onto the back straight. Hayden Chesser in fury takes it up the back straight. And up to the top turn in turn 3 and 4 as Haydos takes it around the top turn 3 and 4 and back onto the main straight. Turn 1 and 2, around turn 1, turn 2 boy, turn 3 turn boy, and then back up onto the back straight, jumping and pumping and carrying on and back onto the main back straight as Hayden Chesser goes up the back straight. And he's looking very, very comfortable in that boat as he brings it around the top turn 3 and 4 and back onto the main straight. And Hayden Chesser is going to take the yellow flag last lap here on the Clarence River as he brings it back down the main straight. And back down into turn 1 and 2. Round turn 1 turn boy, round turn 2 turn boy, and around turn 3 turn boy, and back onto the back straight. Hayden Chesser in fury goes up the back straight. Brings it around the top turn for the final time. Hayden Chesser in fury all the way from Sydney. We're on base and brings it back down the main straight. And checker flag is out at race control. Hayden Chesser is the driver of Fury, has just done a solo run. race. Unfortunately, we haven't got any brine boats here this weekend, but because it's clashing with the Glen Maggie Cup, which is on next weekend down in Glen Maggie, and that should be a really good weekend. Scotty Lambert from GP Hydro live streaming will be there with Dave Bishop, and Sam Smith will be your commentators at that event. I won't be there because it's down in Victoria, so I'll have to watch it on the live stream. But Hayden Chesser looks so good driving Fury, and we will see him at the 2024 Australia versus the Americans Blown Alcohol Displacement Powerboat Challenge, January 18 and 19, held on the Windsor River in Windsor. Okay, we have the juniors back on the water to do their race again. Ski boat's got the white flag. Robert is on the ski boat to bring them out of the top turn. Absolute awesome conditions here on the Clarence River. Hopefully I can fit this race in before my battery goes dead. As they come down, Robert the ski boat brings down onto the course. Flag is down and they are away and they are racing. They all go down to turn 1 and 2. And around they go, around the bottom turn. And start to come up the back straight. The juniors are on the water, on the back straight. No, these are the 25, sorry. 25 horsepower are on the course and they're up into turn 3 and 4. Sorry, I apologise, they are the 25s. Come back down the main straight. As they all go down to the bottom turn of the Clarence River here at Corrigan Park and around the bottom turn, turn 1 and 2, and onto the back straight. As they come back up the back straight, the 25 horsepower. Still green flag here at race control as he goes up the back straight and up to turn 3 and 4. Getting ready to turn into turn 3 and 4. Absolute awesome conditions here on the Clarence River. These are the 25 horsepower. As they are back up on the back straight, yellow flag flying at race control. This is the last lap for the 25 horsepower. Boat number 16 on the back straight. The last time takes it back up to the back straight, up to the turn 3 and 4, and brings it around 3 and 4 on back onto the back main straight. And checker flag is out at race control. And Sarah takes third, 4th place in the 25 horsepower. Second place goes to that driver. Third place goes to that driver. And 4th place goes to Sarah.
Back to 85. So to 85 boats, have their boats ready to go in the water after a minute outboard. So let it ride. Hustler, Dr. Danger, Force and Homewrecker. Please have your boats ready to go in the water after a minute. Get your room. Start putting your boats in the water now, please.
And black flag at race control. Return to the pits. Okay, we have the unlimited outboards with Craig Truslove from Runaway Bay on the course, and World Dock, number 3 boat outboard on the course as well. Only 2 boats in this race, and it'll be pretty good to watch. As Craig takes it up to the top turn where they will warm their engines up, which is just up there where I'm pointing the camera. As they are still circulating
Okay, 85, so this boat try
up the top end of the course.
Go in, 85, have your boats ready to go, so this ramp is cleared, thank you.
So as you can see, we have Craig Truslove in his unlimited outboard, just circulating up the top turn and the top end of the Clarence River here at Corrigan Park, located in Grafton in New South Wales, on this beautiful sunny day, the 29th of October 2023. The white flag is up on the ski boat, the White Noise ski boat. 2 boats in this race. Craig Truslove from Runaway Bay on the outside as they come out of the top turn and the top end and onto the course. Flag is down and they are racing. As they go down the main straight. the back straight. As they are side by side each other. Well, now Craig's in a bit of a lead, so as he goes up to turn 3 and 4. Around to turn 3 and 4, does Craig goes in his blue and yellow boat and brings it back on the main straight. As Craig takes it back down the main straight and down into turn 1 and 2. Around turn 1, turn boy, round turn 2 boy, and round turn 3, and back on the back straight.
Okay, 85's on the water now, please.
As Craig goes up the back straight, and World Doc goes up the back straight as well. Craig into turn 3 and 4, and back onto the back main straight. Comes down Craig Truslove from all the way from Runaway Bay in Queensland. Comes down and takes yellow flag at race control. This is the final lap as Craig goes onto the back straight. As White Noise get lifted back onto the water. Let's see how it goes this time. Hopefully we'll see this boat at top speed here on the Clarence River at Corrigan Park, located in Grafton in New South Wales. As it started to get a bit of a breeze, but not too bad. We don't want any more winds like yesterday. That was very unfortunate yesterday how we had the wind yesterday. So let's not have any more of that until they can do it all day tomorrow and for the rest of the week. I don't care, but no racing tomorrow. No wind today. I want to get through everything. So as we have Lindsay, the driver of White Noise, on the water, owned by Karen and Grant Healy. This is the local boat that's located here in Grafton as he gets ready to fire it up. This thing is absolutely awesome. Well, these boats are absolutely awesome when they are on the top speed and on the plane. I cannot wait to see this thing. Sounds a bit better. Lindsay takes her around turn 1 and 2. Rooster Tail with the turn pin out the side. Spitting out a heap of water out the back and onto the back straight. That's about a ton of water getting thrown out the back of White Noise as he goes back onto the back straight. Doing speeds about 100 and something miles per hour. Up the back straight, Lindsay and White Noise. And into turn 3 and 4. What a great run from Lindsay and the driver of White Noise. Absolutely fantastic conditions here on the Clarence River at Corrigan Park. Why wasn't it like this yesterday? Who knows? But at least we got racing today. And we'll see this boat at Taree at Easter time on the banks of the Manning River. And then hopefully we'll see it down at Yarrawonga for the East Sea River Cup held down at Lake Walla in Victoria. And going up against Troy Marlin and Grant Harrison, Darren Parrington in Wasp, and a heap of other GPs if they can get their boats down there. But I tell you what, that boat sounded absolutely fantastic. It looks absolutely awesome. Grant has done a great job with that boat. He started building it in June last year and finished it 3 weeks ago, or around about that. And he has done a really, really good job of that boat. I have the old Cowling at my place in my garage back home in Sydney, and yeah, it's great. I am so grateful to be a part of this team, as Grant Healy is like a uncle to me, and I love him to bits, and he loves me too. So we'll see this boat many more days to come. We'll see it in action down at Taree for the 2024 Taree Easter Powerboat Classic on the Manning River. Okay, we have the 85-mile-an-hour class with the combo class in it as well. This is the final race for this category here on the Clarence River. So this is the 85 combo class in this race. As we have Nick Coles in this race in his motorboat, and also too some 85-mile-an-hour boats. Just would like to say a big thank you to Northern Rivers Aquatic Powerboat Club, Kim, the secretary, and my uncle Grant Healy and Karen Healy for having us this weekend here in Grafton. I've had an absolute fantastic weekend. Yesterday was a bit unfortunate. We didn't go racing yesterday because of the wind conditions were absolutely atrocious. but thank God we didn't have any rain like we did on Friday. That was an absolutely unfortunate race yesterday when the conditions on the water here at the Clarence River in Corrigan Park were absolutely blowing the daylights out of this place. It was terrible. As the white flag is up on the Powerboat, the White Noise ski boat has its white flag up. And as they come out of the top turn, 95-mile-an-hour combo race for the final race of the weekend for the Northern Rivers at Jacaranda Festival. They come down, set, flag is down and they're racing. As they all go down to the bottom turn 1 and 2, who's out of the chute first? And it's going to be either side by side, it's Oplay on the back straight, he came out of the chute, and we also have the boats are actually side by side up the back straight, and thundering up to turn 3 and 4, side by side, and into turn 3 and 4, onto the main straight, with Hassler coming in 3rd place, and Nick Cole's in 4th, as they all come down the main straight. Hassler in 3rd place, and Nick is in 4th place, as they all go down to the bottom turn 1 and 2, and onto the back straight. That was the 95 combo race for the final race of the weekend for that class. So that was that final race of the 95-mile-an-hour class. Black flag at race control. The drivers have to return to the pits. As the drivers all return back to the pits. Okay, this is the final race of the weekend the King of the Clarence. The King of the Clarence River held here at Corrigan Park. Fury, Hayden in Fury. Melody and the outboard. Set! Down and we're racing! Is the champion for 2023, the King of the Clarence. Well done, matey. As he takes it down to the spectators, down the bottom end of the course, doing the driver of fury is the champion of the Clarence, king of the Clarence. Well deserved, mate. Well deserved. Well done, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute exciting day we've had here on the Clarence River, held in Corrigan Park. What an absolute fantastic racing we've had. Yesterday wasn't good at all. We had gale force winds that stopped day one of racing. There was only 11 races that went. There was only a few races that went ahead. A couple of testing. But the conditions yesterday was so terrible. It was just so windy yesterday. But today we put in a great effort here on the Clarence River, and we've had some fantastic racing. We saw white noise on the water for the first time after getting rebuilt and upgraded since June last year. Brad Healy, the owner of White Noise, has absolutely worked his heart out on that boat, and I tell you what, it has come a long way, that boat, and we will see that boat many more times to come, and I just can't wait to see it. They said they weren't going to take it down to Taree for Easter, and I don't think they're going to take it down to Yarrawonga for the EC River Cup because they just don't want to hurt it. And I totally understand that because they've just finished rebuilding it, and it would be a absolute disappointment if either Ricky or Lindsay broke it, and then they'd have to start all over again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the racing here on the Clarence River in Corrigan Park for the 2023 Jacaranda Festival and the Jacaranda Classic and the Northern Rivers Aquatic Powerboat Club second event. I'm Andy Bowen from Andy's Powerboat Videos. If you want to see some more powerboat racing, please go to my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/Andy's Powerboat Videos, and we will see you at the next powerboat racing, which will be January, the World Titles on the Windsor River for the 2024. The Aussies versus the Americans on the Windsor River, held down in Windsor, January 18 and 19. And that should be a great weekend, that should be. And we will see 20 or 30 Australian drivers taking on some of the Americans. Let's hope that the Americans do come out to give us a bit of a run for our money. And I tell you what, I cannot wait to see the Aussies versus the Americans on the Windsor River. Then after Windsor, we will be going to Taree on the Taree Easter weekend on the banks of the Manning River, and then we'll see some more powerboat racing to come. As I just said, Powerboat Club. We will see you next time in the wonderful land of powerboat racing here in this beautiful country of ours, Australia. We'll see you next year or somewhere in the land of powerboat racing. Thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of, and have a wonderful Christmas, and we'll see you in 2024. Takes it around turn 1 and 2. Takes it around, and a rooster tail out the turn fin, out the back, on the side of the boat. Lindsay in on the back straight. GP88, white noise on the water, and up the back straight. Green flag at race control. Lindsay, the driver of white noise, brings it down. Takes it down to the bottom turn 1 and 2. And onto the back straight. Turn 1 and 2, rooster tail with the turn fin out the side, spitting out a heap of water out the back and onto the back straight. Thrown out the back of white noise as he goes back onto the back straight, doing speeds about 100 and something miles per hour up the back straight. Lindsay in white noise and into turn 3 and 4. What a great run from Lindsay and the driver of white noise. Absolutely fantastic conditions here on the Clarence River at Corrigan Park. Why wasn't it like this yesterday? Who knows? But at least we got racing today. And we'll see this boat at Taree at Easter time on the banks of the Manning River. And then hopefully we'll see it down to Yarrawonga for the EC River Cup held down at Lake Wallowa in Victoria, and going up against Troy Marlin and Grant Harrison other GPs if they can get their boats down there. But I tell you what, that boat sounded absolutely fantastic. It looks absolutely awesome. Grant has done a great job with that boat. He started building it in June last year and finished it 3 weeks ago, or around about that.